Hey everyone, it's Fun Around, and my name is Jordan. We are off to Thursday where we have a rematch of the Cavaliers at the Thunder this time around. I feel like it's going to be a completely different game because, they're going to be in Oklahoma City. They're definitely going to have momentum on their side. I think they're going to knock down a bunch more threes, but it's just a pretty small slate. I will talk about the teams that are on a back-to-back. So the Clippers will be on a back-to-back on the road versus the Trailblazers. As of right now that I'm filming this, they're blowing out the Nets. And then the Rockets will be on a back-to-back. They did get a blowout. Jalen Green did not play the entire fourth quarter, so that is good for him. They'll be playing against the Kings. And like I said, on the road. So I just have a couple of picks. There's not many lines out for these games. For the teams that are not playing on a back-to-back, the games that are on a back-to-back, those lines will come out in the AM. So I'll potentially have plays in the pinned comment, so we will see. So I have two different plays from a couple of these games, kind of unconventional type of plays that you'll normally see on my channel. It's I normally go data driven with basketball analysis, but I want to hit key points. I don't have too much data to find like checklist type plays. There isn't much good stuff out there to check all those boxes. The lines are pretty sharp, so you will see images that come up on the screen right here. That's from a data app called Outlier. There will be a link in the description that will give you a 7-day free trial for Outlier. So I do want to talk about the Cavaliers at the Thunder. So the first game, Donovan Mitchell struggled. Darius Garland was okay. The Cavaliers bench, Ty Jerome played pretty well. He's been out with an illness. We'll see if he plays. Max Strus was just coming back from injury and getting acclimated. He's been playing well. A lot of the bench guys had to come up big for the Cavs and knock down some threes. I think it's going to be a little bit tougher for them, obviously on the road. Perimeter defense is going to be pretty tough, but the Cavaliers had one common denominator that I think is going to still play a big part in this game. And a big part of that is because Isaiah Hartenstein has been ruled out. So the Thunder will try to play small ball, but they also have the other Jalen Williams, who is one of their bigs. He's a decent shooter as well. If you want to, whenever his lines come out, if you want to look at like 3-point props for him. But they're probably going to have him out there to kind of counter the two bigs for the Cavaliers. But I feel like the Cavaliers are going to play through their bigs again, because when you play through your bigs, that opens up 3-point attempts. And Jared Allen and Evan Mobley did a really good job there. They got the points, and then they started racking up assists. And I think that same game plan is going to apply, and they definitely have the advantage there. So Evan Mobley's lines are kind of high, and for good reason, but Jared Allen's are kind of where they were previously. So I like Jared Allen over 15.5 points plus assists. So his points line is at 13.5, so we're just adding on 2 assists. This is at -115. So that first game, he ended up with 6 assists total. So I feel like assists is really going to help out with this line. Just over 1.5 assists is -170. So books feel like there's a good chance he's going to have 2. He ended up with 25 points and 6 assists last game. Him and Mobley were tossing alley-oops to each other. They ran a lot of pick and roll through Jared Allen, and he would get the ball, and he gets assists just kind of off some handoff type stuff to guards who are coming around the screen, hand it off, and then they have a lane and they can take like a floater, stuff like that. I feel like they're going to run a lot of that action, and Jared Allen should get at least 2 assists here. And they're also going to run the pick and roll and try to get the ball to him, and with the size mismatch, he's going to have a lot of opportunities to score here, and especially off offensive rebounds, which the Thunder do give up. They're in the top 5 for most rebounds in the league given up, and a lot of that has to do with offensive rebounds because they play very good defense that cause missed shots, which causes offensive rebounds. So that was a big part of the last game as well. So getting rebounds and laying that back in could rack up a lot of points here. So I do like him to get 15.5 plus For points plus rebounds, that's at minus 115. I'm not going with rebounds because it is pretty high. Him and Evan Mobley have been kind of split, and both of their rebounds lines are pretty high, where they were around 10.5 ish, and it's hard to pick which one when it comes to those two. So I do like points assists for Jared Allen. If you guys could, please like the video. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? You can just say anything. You can say hello. Tell me who you think is going to win this rematch of the Cavaliers Thunder. It doesn't matter. I am interested, though, what your thoughts are. And also, if you want to get away from Prizepicks, all those flat lines that they have more dynamic payouts, more options. Check out Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, ParlayPlay, ChalkBoard, or BETR. BETR will match your first bet up to $250. The rest will match your deposit up to $100. Links are in the description, and I'll take you there. Promo code is FINAROUND11. So this next one will be the Pistons and the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton is questionable, which is pretty big for their side. But I do like Jalen Durant over 9.5 points, minus 133. You see it on the screen. He hasn't done too great as of late. He was just one basket away. As you can imagine, he gets a lot of 2-pointers. So a couple of the games there, he was one basket away. Last game, he did not play too much. He still went over, and he ended up fouling out. But he's gone over in 7 out of the last 10 games. But this whole play isn't predicated on the last 7 out of 10 games and him going over that. This has a lot to do with his history versus the Pacers. So the Pacers right now, over the past month, are giving up the 11th most points to the center position, and then the 9th most points overall to teams. And he, against the Pacers, have gone over in every single game in his career except one, and that was his very first game he ever played against them. Since then, he has gone over in 8 straight games versus the Pacers, including 2 games this year. You see that on the screen. His history on the screen is this season, the past 2 games, and then last season. So he continues to go over versus the Pacers. And then Outlier likes to give a little insight, a little stat. So for teams who are top 10 in giving up points, so the worst teams at giving up points that he has played against, he has gone over in 12 out of 14 of those matchups. So another big man here, Jalen Durant. I like him over 9.5 points, minus 133. So I know it's a quick video, not going into every single game, but I wanted to get some picks out there for you guys. Check the pinned comment. If I see something, I will make a pinned comment. If I don't see anything that I love, then there won't be a pinned comment at all, because I don't want to put one there and then not have anything extra. So a couple of plays here for you guys. If you'd like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. You can hop on in there and talk about basketball, talk about NFL football, college football championship game, all that good stuff. It's free. You can just hop on in there. And then as far as a recap goes of yesterday, or I guess today, I'm filming on your yesterday, I had Desmond Bane over points. He hit that. I had Drew Holiday over 1.5 blocks plus steals. He missed that. The Celtics did not look good against the Raptors. I had Jalen Green over points plus rebounds. He's playing great right now, depending on where his line comes out at for their game. He could be another guy to look at. He is just on fire since the new year, which I talked about in the last video. I had Amen Thompson over 19.5 points plus assist. He did not go over that. He ended up with 11 points. And then I had Bryce Sensabaugh, who I talked about coming off the bench for the Jazz, getting a really good opportunity. He came out and dropped like 12 points in the first quarter, I believe. And then I kind of really slowed down, but he still went over. And then I had a parlay for around plus 115, and that one ended up missing. But still some good reads, and I probably shouldn't take 2 guys from the same team for points again, like I did with Jalen Green and Amen Thompson. I just felt like they were going to score a lot, and they did. It ended up being a blowout against Denver, because Denver, they give up a lot of points. They play at one of the fastest paces, so that's why I went with both of them. It just didn't happen. So I'm going to get this one edited and get it out to you all. God bless you. It's Final Round. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.